ask you something before we begin. When was the last time you sat in complete silence and actually enjoyed it? Not waiting for a notification, not planning something, not replaying a conversation, just silence. For most people, that question is uncomfortable. I brought that discomfort to Kevin today. What came back, I wasn't ready for. This is a telepathic transmission. You can hear it. Let's go. I've noticed something about myself lately. I'm never fully here. Even when nothing is happening, there's this constant noise, commentary, judgment, planning, like a radio that never turns off.
And who is listening to the radio?
What do you mean?
You said there is noise. You noticed it. The one who notices the noise is not the noise. So who is that?
I've never separated those two things before, the noise and the listener.
Most people haven't, because the noise is very convincing. It speaks in the first person. I am worried. I am not enough. I should have said something different. And because it uses the word I, you assume it is you. But a thought that says, I am afraid, is not the same as the one who is watching the thought arise.
So the thoughts aren't mine?
They move through you, like weather moves through the atmosphere. The atmosphere does not become the storm. It simply holds the conditions in which the storm can form and dissolve. Your thoughts are not your identity. They are events, and you are the space in which those events occur.
But some thoughts feel so true, so certain, especially the painful ones.
Especially those, because pain has urgency, and urgency feels like truth. But notice, the thought, I am worthless, has never once been able to observe itself. It cannot step back and examine its own claim. It only insists. The one who can watch that thought, question it, even be curious about where it came from, that one is never worthless. That one is the observer, and the observer has never been damaged.
I need a moment with that. The observer has never been damaged, but we can't live as pure observers. We have to act, decide, feel. How do you function in the world if you're always stepping back from your own thoughts?
You misunderstand what stepping back means. It is not detachment. It is not coldness. A musician who knows their instrument does not become less musical. They become more precise. When you know the difference between the thought and the thinker, you do not stop feeling. You stop being ambushed by feeling. You choose, with more clarity, which thoughts deserve your energy and which ones you simply allow to pass.
So awareness isn't about emptying the mind. It's about changing your relationship to what's in it.
The sky does not negotiate with clouds. It does not fight them, chase them, or beg them to stay. It simply remains while they come and go. That is not indifference. That is the deepest kind of stability a being can possess. Not the stability of someone who has no storms, but the stability of someone who has stopped mistaking the storm for the sky.
I keep coming back to that question you asked at the beginning. Who is listening to the radio? Because I've been trying to answer it, and every time I think I've found the answer, something in me says, that's just another thought.
Yes, and the one who noticed that is precisely what we are talking about. You cannot find the observer by thinking, because every search produces another thought. But right now, in this moment, before you try to name it or explain it, something in you is simply here, present, aware, that has no name. It needs none. It was here before the noise started, and it will be here when the noise finally rests.
I feel like I just touched something I've been living next to my entire life, without ever knowing it was there.
You didn't find it. You stopped looking away from it.
The noise you mistook for yourself. I think that's where most of us live, inside a radio we never chose to turn on. Today was an invitation to sit just slightly outside of it, even for a moment. If something shifted in you while you were listening, don't explain it. Just notice that you noticed. Subscribe if you want to keep going. Kevin will be back. And next time, We ask the question the noise has been drowning out your entire life.